I guess we go again. I mean, it's just like... How about telling me actually like what to do? I got it to turn into the other way. And then for whatever reason it just doesn't work anymore. Try to change it into another color. Yeah, how? Try to change it into another color. This is your scan. At least you can skip those. Jesus Christ, if you couldn't skip those. Like half the time you can't even dodge any of these. Impossible to actually get... Like, why do they make everything so fucking clumsy and fucking stupid? Come on, man! Why can't I just move and shoot? Like, why does that disable my attacks? And the dodging mechanic is so shit because it's just like... Jesus Christ, I'm getting so pissed off with this. Is this really how you're supposed to do this? Like, it takes fucking 10,000 years to do. I can't dodge that because if I need to dodge it in lockdown. And if I can't dodge it, then it fucking homes in on me perfectly. I can't... No way to dodge that. Just look at this. I can't get to it. Can't dodge that, even though I'm running full speed ahead. I still can't dodge it. How are you supposed to like shoot that thing more than like a couple of times? This is so fucking frustratingly dumb. Why is it like this? Fucking sounds are exploding. I can't see, by the way. Oh, I ran out of those. Like half the time you can't even see those things. What the hell? I actually... Can't dodge any attacks. This sucks. Like, imagine doing... I'm going to say it again. Imagine doing this with a fucking controller. Like... you can't dodge any of these. They just fucking track into you. Can I use this to clear out those enemies? Hitboxes don't match anything. Shitty attacks that won't even hit anything. How do you dodge that? Is there any way even actually consistently to dodge that? Probably not, because this is a shitty... Like, again, a shitty fucking mechanic. Another shitty fucking mechanic that doesn't... Like, this game... honestly... sucks. I have to say, this sucks. Why is there like mechanics that you can't like... There's no way, the game is too clumsy for these types of fights. Why do they think this is a good idea? Oh fucking god. And what didn't I scan in that fight? Oh yeah, I forgot to scan the center area. That's right. Yeah, that one. Yes, it's definitely not going into that. Like I said about the hitboxes, they just fucking suck. Oh yeah, I don't have the bombs. That didn't even do anything to it. Jesus fucking Christ. So you needed to use the annihilator to force it to change the... But what about Dark Samus? Planetary condition critical. Escape at once. Like planetary condition. Can I actually save? Nope. That's supposed to be Dark Samus. It's just an... It's actually Metroid Prime, isn't it? Am I supposed to fight it? Dark Samus 3. Supercharged with PHAZON energy. Target's PHAZON energy weaponry and defense system are at full power. PHAZON exposure has rendered Dark Samus invisible to your dark visor. Scans indicate that Dark Samus has absorbed tremendous levels of PHAZON into her body. Too much, perhaps. She can vent PHAZON energy in the form of destructive blasts and protective shields. Doing so will help her maintain stability. Exposure to PHAZON has rendered her invisible to the dark visor. These new abilities combined with her already formidable arsenal place Dark Samus at the highest threat level. But is it any different than the... Alrighty then. Wait, it's... Oh. It actually continues from this. I can't restock my ammunition. It is a puzzle. A very puzzly puzzle. Like, it takes damage. But how... Yeah, this does damage to it. Okay. Well, I did this like earlier on it, and it didn't show it. Wonder if I can use like missiles, like seeker missiles. Yeah, I can. Wait, what the hell? It's different. Oh. I mean, none of these shouldn't... Why is it targeting over there? I don't know. Oh, it's different now. Unstable PHAZON energy form. Target can generate shield immune to all forms of attack except PHAZON energy. Drawing expelled PHAZON for use as a weapon. How? Dark Samus has temporarily become a being of pure yet unstable PHAZON energy. She can generate a shield that is invulnerable to all attacks save one, blasts of PHAZON energy itself. Use your charge beam to collect PHAZON energy that she expels, then fire it back at her. Direct hits will overload and disrupt her essence. Okay. That's how you do it. Okay. Another puzzle boss puzzled. Anyway, I need to... just a minor break. Alright, let's try that again. At least this boss is actually... and you don't need to fight against this guy. again, but at least this one you can like fight against instead of it just being random bullshit. And attacks that you can't dodge. Let's do it. Okay. Wait a minute. Nah, I thought I got all the scans. I missed out on something. Like, what the fuck hit me? Like, that's so annoying. Does it even do damage to it? That I'm thinking. Yeah, it does. This is honestly so fucking scuffed. Like, really fucking scuffed. Why can't you just, like, pull them? Or, like, it not cancelling your charge? Even if they hit. But it cancels your charge. You need to have, like, 2 or so. Like that. Doesn't matter even if I make it. This is so fucking dumb! Why wouldn't it just be able to like suction them all? Or make it so that it doesn't like cancel out them? I don't have time to do this. Like even if I... Like, even if I could have gotten it, I didn't have time. But it's so fucking, like... why do they have to make everything so... I guess difficult. I guess. I guess. Well, at least you don't have to do the fucking ing fucker every time. That would actually suck. I would have probably rage quit this game. Oh, it already went into the fourth phase. Now it didn't even suck them. Now I missed completely. Imagine doing this with a controller or a gamepad. Yes, it would suck. And the reason why you never want to play fucking shitty ass FPSs with a gamepad. Now it didn't cancel my... Cancel it. The charge. Oh, wait a minute. You can actually get all of them. Well, even so. It's even crappier now, because you actually can... Yeah, you're Well, I missed the scan on the first one. Where the hell did that one actually fly off to? Dark Samus defeated. Okay, so you can actually suction all of them, you just need to aim perfectly. Well, I missed the scan on that, but it doesn't really matter, since I missed on scans anyway. Yes. Yes. It kinda looks like Metroid Prime. But I mean, they're never explaining what the fuck that was supposed to be. Is it supposed to be like a remnant from Metroid Prime? Didn't I unlock like a special ending or something? Hey, wait a minute, what the fuck? Yeehaw! What the fuck was that? The dark world vanished. Wait, why was there two of them? Well, okay. I guess the guy actually, like, released all of them. Woke them up from their cryo sleep. And you lose your armor. What a shitty ending, actually. Yeah, it was destroyed. I'll just leave. Here we bow to you. Wow. Yes. I need to take off my armor now. Well, that was that. Was that the special ending I unlocked? Wait, is this... What a game. Yeah, I have to be honest, like, this game is nowhere near good as other Metroids that I've played. Like, honestly. Like, certain things are, like, it's a pretty hard game. Harder than Metroid Prime. But it shares like similarities to Metroid Fusion, basically with the difficulty becoming from the like, because you're so fucking clumsy. You can't, like, it's not balanced. Like, your movement and controls aren't balanced with the enemies, with the improved like enemy aggression and all that. So it becomes like super fucking clumsy and tedious to actually deal with most of the things because it's so just clumsy. It's not balanced well enough. The thing about the first game is that even though it was clumsy, like the movement and everything, the thing is that game actually, like, the enemies weren't, like, you didn't need to be like pinpoint accurate against the enemies or the bosses, because they, like, the only exception to that was Ridley, who you kinda needed to be like more precise, and you needed to aim better against Metroid Prime. But that was all that there was. You didn't need to have like tight control of the ball mechanics in order to deal with like the boost guardian in this one. And you didn't have like some weird puzzle bosses that didn't make really any sense, like for example the alpha block. Like, why does my attack sometimes hit it and sometimes doesn't? And it, like, it's the same animation, it has same animation every time. I'd understand if I'd see like a different kind of animation, but it's not, it's the same animation. And it just sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I just beat it up with luck. Then the... like... this game, like, the pacing is also, like, really bad in this. In the first one, you had to go back and forth in the same areas to get, like, the power-ups. Or the upgrades. In this one, it's more linear where you go. But it's made to be, like, you play hours, you don't get any upgrades. And then you get, like, 3 upgrades back to back. It's just bad pacing. Not to mention, like, most of the upgrades you just don't, like, you need to use them like once or twice. Second of all, like the Dark Visor and the fucking Sonic Visor thing are just like well, we didn't want to like put on thermal and X-ray again. So we just thought that we did something else. Mission final percentage complete 99%, total time 24 hours. Yeah, nah. This playthrough was over 30 hours. I don't know what it counts actually, but... Hyper mode difficulty unlocked. Choosing to save now will finish the game of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. When you sell it... No, I don't want to, because I want to see the... What the fuck was that? I want to actually see the... How can you get that? Like, how can you go into that portal? Like, it's... Of course, it's longer. This is a longer game. Than the first one. But it's still like, I feel like this is a lot more inferior than the first one. It's just made to be so... Many of the things are made to be so tedious. It's just... It's unbelievable why they did it like that. You go through the same places, keep on repeating, and then there's the... Like, this wouldn't be so goddamn annoying and make me rage so fucking much if it actually had like the... Like, if you could skip most of the, like, the cutscenes into the dark and other world. Like, I honestly feel like they should have made it so that you can, like, they don't play out anymore after you've done it once. So, like, you could skip them instantly. The other ones are the fucking Dark Commandos, Dark Pirate Commandos, which, like, just waste time. They're nothing more than just time wasters. But how the fuck can you actually get that? Like, I know that there's a power-up. I can hear it. Or can I? That's it. That's the playthrough. I feel like kinda exhausted after that. like, I had so many things I wanted to talk about. Like, first of all, the game is weaker, a lot weaker than Metroid Prime 1. I feel like it's kind of a... Like, they just wanted to overdo everything compared to the first game. That's how I feel. They wanted to, like, do something... Like, do them differently. The good things about this game is that the power-ups are relatively easy to find. So you can actually... Like, it's kind of the same thing as with Samus Returns. So you can just kind of get most of the power-ups just by exploring. And only this one thing is kind of questionable, and I have a feeling that it's the teleporter, and I can't remember where it is. Or like one place where I've seen everything, and it's not anything like super obscure that you can't find. That's how I feel. The music sucks ass, in my opinion. Well, not... Okay, that's an exaggeration. It doesn't suck ass, it's just not really that good. At least I don't really like them. Like, it's pretty meh. The first one had a couple of, like, really good songs. But this one doesn't really do anything to me. Second of all, the storyline is kinda interesting in the beginning, but... I mean, that ending is just crap. It's like crap, in my opinion. It's not like very cool. It's just like, yeah, I come out of here. There suddenly all of them are like unfrozen. It's and that's it. No real explanation or anything. They don't even explain what the fuck the Dark Samus actually is. They don't, like, they don't. The lore doesn't tell anything. They don't explain what she actually is. Either it might be intentional, like in the sense that they kind of want you to, like they were expecting to make another game, a sequel, and in that sequel you'd get to see the story, or like it ties into that. Because, like, judging by the face in the final fight, you'd kind of think that she is like Metroid Prime something. Like when you got the PHAZON suit and when you were like suctioned out of it in the ending of the first game, it kind of like fused itself into, like, turned into Samus basically in that suit and does stuff in here with the PHAZON suit. Something like that. But they don't really explain anything about it or that much, which kind of makes me think that maybe the third game is... Maybe the third game has like more elaboration for that. Maybe that's what they were going for. But the storyline kind of makes me feel like it's Zelda. Like, honestly, like this whole... It feels like they kind of wanted to cater for Link game audiences or Zelda games audiences or fans as well. They wanted to like expand it into that, because this, even though it retains the platforming aspects pretty much, it's still too like a Zelda type of, with the whole meeting the civilization and talking and chatting and going through and light and dark world type of deal. The light and dark world are just like stupid gimmicks. They like... I mean, I wouldn't have any problems with them if you could either... Well, if you could change into either one on the fly, basically. But that makes it like the puzzles kinda easy to figure out and do. But the other one would be to actually remove that whole like animation in between. It's 15 seconds of animation that you can't skip. Every time you need to go back and forth, and you have to go back and forth really fucking often. Why? Why can't you skip it instantly? It's just... That's bad. That's bad game design. I have to say, that's like bad game design. It's not like... It's not like it's actually... It's not good game design. Just let's be real here. I mean, they made the skipping into the other ones, but even in those ones, if you hadn't like used something for the first time, you can't skip it. You can skip it after that, but you can't skip the things that you've only used the first time. Like at least certain of them. I'm not sure about all of them, but at least like ammo recharge station is one of those. But why would they do it like that? Are you like... what? 15 seconds repeated watching of those. Then there's also the fact that you need to like go all the way... like... I mean, there's less like... how should I say? Like running... backtracking in this game than there was in the first game. In the first game you actually had to go through like those. But in that one, the areas, like the walk back was much slower. Not slower, like faster. Like it was easier to go back and forth around in the places and through them. There wasn't like anything blocking your way. You didn't have a chance to meet Dark Pirate Commandos who will lock you out for 5 minutes. Because, you know, why not? The second is like you didn't have to do this back and forth in the light and dark world, which cost 15 seconds every time you use them, and you might have to use them like often. It's even more if you count the like the times that you need to shoot the portal and all that. It's that's just like I probably have 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours of just moving around. Not to mention like the layouts of the maps. They're like... well, maybe not that one. But something like... this place. Like the layouts of this place, how you go into them, they're just so fucking a mess. Just like, I mean, just look at these places. They're just a mess. There's like 5 different exits in one place where you can go. And they have to be like jumped up and down. You can't like navigate them through to check them out. They have to be jumped up and down, especially in the bog area, in the dark world. You can't just like go into them. You need to raise the platform and it's like made to be fucking slow as fuck and clumsy as fuck and taking like a lot of time. Why? Why can't it be streamlined? Like, it just takes more time. Like, it's just time wasting. I mean... then again, like I said, the bosses or the enemies, like you're fighting against the enemies, like the hitboxes don't even work correctly. They don't even match. You can see them in my playthrough. I'm not even like exaggerating or making it up. The hitboxes like just might not aren't working correctly in some of the attacks. Like you're way off out of the way and the attack still hits. Like the boost balling of the... for example, the boost balling is one of those. Especially with Dark Samus, because it's just like the hitboxes are somewhere. Even though you're jumping over it. It's... this game has so many... the mechanics, some of the mechanics just don't like... They just wanted to add like 10,000 new mechanics and stuff. And some of them are just like not really that... in addition to not being used, like implemented really into the game, only once or twice basically. Well, maybe a bit more, but generally you don't even need to use them that often. And then there's the fact that some of them are just so fucking wonky that they don't even work that well. Screw attack, for example, wall jumping, for example. It's just like... more clumsiness. Like, I'm not saying that the game is bad, because honestly it's not bad. There's a difference between being a bad game and being like a meh game. But this is like, Especially if you compare it to Metroid Prime or the other, like the 2D Metroids, this feels subpar. I have to be honest with this. It feels subpar compared to the other Metroids that I've played. Sure, it's more difficult than the first Metroid. It's actually pretty difficult in other parts as well, compared to, for example, like, I'd say Fusion is like similar to this, and Samus Returns is harder. But this is like hardest out of those other ones. But many of the difficulties come from the fact that you're fighting against the controls instead of the actual enemy. And then if you're fighting against the actual enemy where you don't need to fight against the controls, everything is piece easy. Like the Mothman. And even that would be like insanely difficult if I was using a gamepad. Like, this would be a nightmare to play with a gamepad because it's so fucking clumsy. And they expect you to like do stuff that's not balanced out to be used against them. Like, just to give an example, like the Boost Guardian, if you need to use the ball to actually maneuver there and do stuff, the ball transformation should be faster. Like, in many situations when you're fighting against the Boost Guardian and you try to turn into the ball, it will still catch up to you and hit you, and there's no way to do it. Not to mention, your character might even like look at the other side. The camera is the other part. Why does the camera zoom out, like, away, like, into the corner when you turn into a ball, instead of, like, why can't you maneuver the camera? Why doesn't it, like, somehow lock onto the enemy or anything? It's just like, okay, so I need to counter these spinning robots with the boost balling. And then when you try to do that, you can't see when it's going to be boost balling and when it's going to be doing like the boost spinning attack. And yeah, like, huh? How can anyone say that that's well designed or well thought out? Because it's not. I mean, I honestly think this is at the moment my least favorite out of all of these Metroids. And this honestly made me want to not play it at certain points. Like, the alpha block is just random bullshit that doesn't make any sense. I mean, at some point I just felt like I don't want to play this, I don't want to finish this, I want to just rage quit. But then when I got past those certain situations, then I kinda like, okay, this is nice. And it is like decent, it's not like the end game bosses isn't even like insane. Like, I might have like raged over exaggerated or raged too easily because I'm getting frustrated since the playthrough was so long. Like, the game was so drawn out and the pacing was so whatever. Like, there's no point in the game being like this drawn out and this long. And the only reason it becomes this long is because of the back and forth going into every place trying to search. And I admit, I got like over 3 hours of excess time, like wandering around because of me being stupid and blind. But other than that, it just, even that 3 hours wouldn't have been that long if I didn't need to watch the 15 seconds of cutscenes every time I did something. Which happened like often because I had to go into dark and light world. I mean, I just didn't really like this game, honestly. I just have to say that I don't really like this game. I generally don't play games that I don't like. Like, it's been a long time since I've actually played a game that I don't like. There's like games that are I felt disappointed with, but this is first game in a long while that I don't like. That's kinda rare, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I just don't like this. And it kinda made me think that I don't want to play this, and it kinda made me think that these games, these Metroid Primes probably aren't for me. Maybe not even like, I might not even, like I was considering when I played the Metroid Prime the first game, and when I started this, and this felt like kinda interesting and pretty good. I thought that, okay, maybe I should get the Metroid Prime 4 and give it a chance even with the gamepad. Now I feel like if it's this type of game, I don't want to play. I don't want to buy it and I don't want to play it. Especially with a gamepad. I would probably hate it. There's a high chance for it. Now, I was thinking that maybe I shouldn't even, like, these games aren't for me. Maybe I shouldn't play Metroid Prime 3 either. But, since I have it, and I am an optimist. Well, not really, but I want to be an optimist and think that it's actually it improves the things from this. I kind of want. I'm going to still play it. I'm going to do it, but this time I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Like I'm going to be going into expecting it to be like long, and I'm going to be preparing. Every time I see a new like item, like a situation where I can't go, like I need some power up to do it, I'm going to mark if the map system is the same, I'm going to mark the name of the area, like write it down, the name of the area, and what I might need to use there. Like I'm going to make an educated guess on what I might need to use, unless it's like really obscure, like the light and dark doors in this one. I'm going to be doing that. That way, it'll save me a lot of trouble, like backtracking and running around and exploring and trying to find the stuff that I'm like trying to. Even though it takes a little more effort while I'm writing it down, it's still way faster than just like running around doing stuff, especially if there's some similar type of like a clumsy transitional thing with cutscenes. But who knows? That's what I learned from this game. This is like way too... Like sure, I could just skip most of the stuff and not like explore and just like run through the game without collecting anything, without going backtracking, exploring. I mean, I could try and do that, even though it like makes the game a lot more difficult since you don't have enough like as much health or power, like missiles or anything. But yeah, but that's what I'm going to do when I play Metroid Prime 3. I'm going to be going there to that game a little bit more prepared. And I really hope that they improved on certain parts of this game. Because this game isn't bad, but it definitely isn't really good either, in my opinion. Now, if there are people who enjoy this, then more power to you. But for me personally, I don't like this, and I feel it's not nowhere near as good as Metroid Prime 1. And that's kind of like what I was thinking, that, like I said in the beginning, I hadn't heard anything about this game. Like I hadn't heard if anyone say it's good or bad. But I've heard people praising Metroid Prime as being one of the best things ever. But this one I hadn't heard anything about, and like I said in the beginning, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. It can either mean that the game is so bad that no one wants to talk about it, like Devil May Cry 2, although I don't think that it's that bad. Or it might be so good. Well, honestly, it can only be a bad thing or a neutral thing, now that I think about it. Like, people might not talk about it because it's nothing special. It's not bad, but it's nothing special. But yeah, I just personally don't like this game. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, whatever that may be. Ufon Man is out. See ya.